revealed this information a few years ago. This is the famous photo of Nikola Tesla. Interesting how superficial people's minds are. Back in the day, when you took a photograph and you posed for it, it was a lot more important than it is today because everybody's got a digital camera, and of course, you used to take pictures like crazy. Back then, of course, you had to develop the shot, and it's a pain in the ass to take a formal photo. Anyway, this is Nikola Tesla with his left hand on his temple pointing to his mind. And this is extremely staged, of course, as were all photos back then. And his right hand is on his favorite book in the world. Yes, indeedy. But no one ever put forward, gee, what is the greatest mind of electrical theory? What was his Bible, if you will, of inspiration for many of his patents? And nobody was asking that question. And it was incredibly stupid for people not to ask that question of such an incredibly, really, fundamentally the most important photo of Nikola Tesla. And what book was it that he had his right hand on there, sitting in his chair? His favorite book in the world. Look how polished those shoes are. Oh, yeah, look at that, man. Somebody, whether it's Tesla or himself, really polished the hell out of those shoes. Sitting in front of one of his huge coils, by the way. Also, too, this is metaphysical symbolism. When you have your right hand on the book and your left hand pointing directly at your temple, it actually has a lot of significance, the actual symbolism there. And here's the book. It's half in English and half original, of course, is in Latin. It's Theoria Philosophiae Naturalis, The Theory of Natural Philosophy by Roger Boscovich. Now, I got a link below. It's a free download if you want to go to archive.org to download it. The entire book is left side Latin, right side English, and I guarantee you, if you try to read it, it will pop the cork on your damn brain. It will pop the cork on your brain. It's really tough. It's like reading Plotinus, which I don't know if you've ever read Plotinus, but you cannot speed read that stuff. You actually got to go really, really slow. Even if you're a genius, you got to go slow on stuff like this. Very, very, very heavy reading. Actually, it's the most heavy reading you'll ever, nothing you ever had in college, even if it was doctoral thesis material. Nothing is as heavy as this. This is the exact copy, and I think this is in the museum of Nikola Tesla's museum in Serbia, I believe. But this is literally Nikola Tesla's very, very own copy. And this one was printed, the original was printed, I forget, 1742, I can't remember the exact date. But the Latin/English copy was printed in 1922, I believe. But this is the very book in this image that Nikola Tesla had his hands on. This is the exact same book right there. This is where Nikola Tesla got much of his inspiration from, about fields and forces and so on and so forth. And that's not my opinion, that's a fact. And no one's ever talked about this. People talk endlessly. I've seen every show and every stupid YouTube channel on Nikola Tesla. And the really, really important stuff on Tesla, they really screw up. They talk about the Wardenclyffe Tower, blah, blah, blah. Every idiot talks about the same stupid crap about Nikola Tesla. Great. I've heard it 100 times before. How about important stuff about Tesla that no one else is talking about? And this is it right here, girlfriend. This is Nikola Tesla's favorite book. And if you want to download it, you could click the link below, which is on archive.org. And download the entire damn book. And I guarantee you, your brain will melt before you get through 2 pages of the book. My Latin's pretty rusty, but I had several years of Latin. I can make out about half of the Latin. My Latin is really rusty. It's a lot better than most people's, though. That's for damn sure. But here's a big secret of Nikola Tesla and his inspiration. Because this photo, period, not my opinion, is extremely staged by Nikola Tesla himself. He's like, hold on. I put my left hand on my temple, right hand on my favorite book in the world, sit in front of my huge copper coil. Yep. And yes. There were really no casual photos back then. There were casual photos when this was taken, but not many. But when you took a formal shot like this, everything was really staged. So there you go. There's the secret of Nikola Tesla in his Theoria Philosophiae Naturalis by Roger Boscovich. If you try to read it, your mind will melt. It will melt like ice cream in the hot Florida sun. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.